Okay, here's a quick video on how to use the scientific notation converter that I talk about all the time. It's pretty useful. You can just type in a number like 543, press calculate, and then it tells you the number in scientific notation at the top. Make sure you know how to use this. It'll save you tons of time. You can type in any number on here and it'll tell you what it is in scientific notation. So make sure you know how to use it because that will tell you how to answer a lot of questions if you're not in class. If you're in class, you can just use the calculators we have, which are good enough to do scientific. You could also type in a scientific notation number. I'll do one like this. You can say 6.8 times 10, and then you have to do shift 6, 10 to the 2. And you calculate, and it tells you the real number at the bottom, and it tells you, scientific notation at the top, but that's what you just typed in. And then you're good to go. It's really not that bad. There's some questions it can't type in for, or you can't type in, like these bigger ones. To do the bigger ones, you're gonna have to do two things. You'll need the Desmos calculator, and you'll need the converter. I'm gonna do one like this, the 7.76 times 10 to the -4, and then the other one. So to do that, you just type it in exactly how it is. If you're in class, type it in with the parentheses and everything. If you're using Desmos, you gotta type it in how it looks. You could use the keys on Desmos on the calculator here, but I know the keys that you need, like times. You don't want to put an X for times. You want to put Shift 8, and then times ooh, 10 to the -7. You put Shift 6. You just put -7, and you're good to go. And then it gives you an answer. Sometimes it'll give you the answer in scientific notation. If it doesn't, then you need to type it in on the other website. One that might not is the one next to it. I'll try that real quick. Oh, it's 7.3 times 10 to the -6, and then 6.2 times 10 to the -4. Oh, +4. All right, there it is. So it doesn't give it to you in in scientific notation. You can turn it into a fraction, but that's not really gonna help. It's good to know that it does, but you don't need that right now. So you need to copy this. I would just highlight it and press Control C, and then go over to the converter and press Control V up here. Highlight this, press Control V, and then press Calculate, and it'll turn it into scientific notation, even if the number is too small. So make sure you know how to use those. That will save you a lot of time. Email me if you got any questions.